Buddy and Jimmy.
It's a privilege for you to do media with me. You're welcome.
Buddy and Jimmy.
Ability, don't touch me. And we got a dub.
Do you even know what these are called? What are they called?
Two fingers.
Compared you to bickering brothers.
You literally wore the wrong shorts.
Jimmy switched it out. That's the Jimmy fault.
Thanks, little bro. And buddy, stop trying to dribble the ball. I hate that.
Terrible advice. Terrible advice. I just was like throwing him out the whole time, man.
Everybody, everybody. Everybody. Yo.
Because he's a great connector.
He can't even spell connector.
I'm Batman. I saved the day.
Buttered is
How many butters?
the Joker or something. He's the evil man. I hate to give Buddy a compliment, so I'm not going to. Number 7 on our team really brought the defensive mentality tonight, made some big shots, and he stinks. I'm just gonna add that too.
Warriors Nation, let's go. The offseason has been quieter than a library in here. No signings, no trades, just crickets. Last season, we almost sent it. Beating the Rockets in round 1 was that spark. But Steph's injury in round 2 derailed everything. Even still, that torn moment revealed something important. We saw Jonathan Kuminga finally stepping up, proving he might just be more than a mystery saga. Now, here we are in early September with training camp right around the corner, and Kuminga hasn't signed yet. That means absolutely no moves from the front office yet. All eyes are locked on that unresolved contract. But what if I told you this lull doesn't mean nothing's happening? Bleacher Report's Eric Pincus just dropped a prediction, and it lit up my timeline. He penciled in 4 free agents headed to Golden State. Let's break it down. DeAnthony Melton. Remember he started last season with us before getting traded for Schroeder? Always a dog on both ends. Now healthy from that ACL injury, he could return on a vet minimum deal. Perfect fit, right? Gary Payton II, aka GP2, one of the best defenders in the league. Pincus says he's definitely heading back to the Warriors. Just might take a pay cut from his $9.2 million last season. Talk about loyalty. Al Horford, 39 years young, but still a smart player who spaces the floor and anchors a lineup. Steph even dropped a big hint at a celebrity golf event that Horford might be on the way back. Jonathan Kuminga himself. Pincus calls him the trickiest free agent of the class. He thinks Kuminga will sign that 2-year, $45 million deal, even if it's not his favorite offer. Secured talent and trade leverage wrapped into one. This lineup gives me chills. Grit on defense, shooting, veteran IQ. Most of these guys are Warriors fans at heart and would love to be where the banners hang. But here's what matters. The dollar and the drama with Kuminga has held everything up. Once it flips, this team could move fast. And let's not overlook the what-ifs. What about other free agents like Malcolm Brogdon or Malik Beasley? Brogdon has been linked, but Kansas City might swoop in fast. He would bring grit and experience off the bench, something we love. Let me ask you, Dub Nation, which of these signings excites you the most right now? Melton, GP2, Horford, or seeing Kuminga return? Would you rather take a calculated veteran who fits our identity or invest in more youth development? Smash that like button if you're still faithful, comment your lineup picks, and don't move. We are just getting started. When you're ready, I'll roll out Chapter 2, diving into the Warriors' pipeline, development, and that next wave of talent ready to shine. Warriors only. Let me know to keep it rolling. All right, Warriors Nation. Now that we've talked about potential free agent additions, let's zoom in on what's already brewing inside Chase Center. While everyone's eyes are on outside names like Horford, Melton, or Beasley, we might be overlooking something crucial: the talent already in the building. Golden State has always been a team that knows how to develop talent, whether it's Jordan Poole's transformation or Kevon Looney evolving into a rebounding machine. This franchise believes in growth from within. And heading into the 2025-26 season, that internal development could be just as important as any big signing. Let's start with Jonathan Kuminga. His contract drama has made headlines, but from a basketball standpoint, he's made real progress. That second-round series against the Timberwolves gave us a glimpse of what he can become. Aggressive drives, smarter reads on defense, and better control of his shot selection. If Kuminga re-signs and commits to the next step, this could be his breakout season. Then there's Moses Moody. Quietly one of the most consistent shooters off the bench, Moody brings a calmness to the game that Steve Kerr clearly trusts. He's not flashy, but he's solid. And every championship team needs that kind of contributor. If he gets more minutes, we could see his averages bump significantly. Trayce Jackson-Davis and Brandon Podziemski also deserve some shine. Podziemski in particular has shown glimpses of being a high IQ guard who can make smart plays and create for others. His hustle and vision in the Summer League were off the charts. Jackson-Davis, meanwhile, gives the Warriors a vertical big, something they've been missing since JaVale McGee. And let's not forget Gary Payton II, who's not just a potential returning free agent, he's one of the emotional engines of this team. His ability to defend guards, wings, and sometimes even small forwards is unmatched. Payton's off-court move to launch the Skateboard Association shows he's not just waiting around. He's a leader, innovator, and community presence. But make no mistake, he still wants to ball. And Golden State might be the perfect fit to let him do just that while honoring his value both on and off the floor. Warriors assistant coaches have reportedly spent a significant part of the summer working with younger players on decision-making, reading the game at NBA speed, and defensive discipline. That tells us a lot. This team knows it can't just rely on its big three forever. Steph and Jimmy and Draymond are still elite, but their minutes need to be protected. That's where the bench comes in. Also, word around the league is that Steve Kerr is tinkering with new rotations that emphasize movement shooting and small ball lineups again. We saw flashes of it late last season with lineups featuring Curry, Moody, Podziemski, Butler, and Looney. Fast, switchable, and unselfish. If these younger pieces step up, Golden State might not need a massive signing to remain competitive. They might already have the tools. Here's the question I have for you, Warriors Nation. Which bench player are you most excited to see take a leap this season? Kuminga, Moody, or Podziemski? Should the Dubs focus more on internal growth, or should they still prioritize veteran signings to chase the championship? Drop your answers in the comments. Like the video if you believe in Warriors development. Subscribe if you're ready to back this team whether we land a superstar or not, because you already know we build from within. That's the Dubs DNA. Let's wrap this up with what might matter most: chemistry and leadership. You can have all the talent in the world, all the signings and trade rumors, but if the locker room isn't connected, if the mindset isn't locked in, it all falls apart. Golden State knows that better than anyone. When you look at this roster, the names that stand out: Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, Jimmy Butler, they all bring more than just skill. They bring mentality, they bring edge, they bring identity. Steph is still the heartbeat of the Warriors. Even at age 37, he continues to evolve, both as a scorer and as a leader. His voice has grown louder in recent years. No longer just the guy leading by example, he's the voice in the huddle. He's the steady hand when things get chaotic. And with the uncertainty surrounding Kuminga, Payton, and even potential signings like Al Horford or DeAnthony Melton, Curry's leadership will be the glue that holds everything together. And then you have Draymond Green. Love him or hate him, his basketball IQ and emotional intensity are still unmatched. Off the court, he's been open about his role in helping or hurting team chemistry in the past. But if there's one thing Draymond has made clear, it's that he wants to win another ring with this core. That hunger still burns. His recent interviews show a more reflective, growth-oriented version of himself. If he can channel that into elevating younger players like Kuminga, Moody, or Jackson-Davis, his value will go far beyond what the box score says. And Jimmy Butler, now heading into his first full season with the Warriors, is the wild card. He brings the grit and playoff fire this team needs. Remember, when Butler joined the team mid-season, the adjustment was fast. He fit in seamlessly, sharing the floor with Curry and Draymond like he'd been there for years. And don't sleep on what that means for this season. Jimmy's been working behind the scenes, new signature shoe with Li Ning, workouts with Draymond, cryptic Instagram posts hinting at something big. He's locked in, and most importantly, he's healthy. This is the version of Jimmy the Warriors need, motivated, rested, and determined to prove that he can win his first ring with a franchise built on culture and legacy. What makes the Warriors unique heading into this season is that blend of experience and unproven potential. They're not the clear-cut favorites anymore. They're not the underdogs either. They're in the middle, and that's dangerous. Because when you put veterans who've won it all alongside hungry young guys looking to prove themselves, you create a storm that can shake up the league. Let's not forget the coaching staff either. Steve Kerr and his crew have done an excellent job adjusting on the fly. Last season's injuries, mid-season trades, and second-round disappointment weren't easy to manage, but Kerr never lost the locker room. That says a lot. And this season, the staff knows they'll need to be flexible, experiment with rotations, manage minutes smartly, and give the young guys room to fail and grow. All signs point to a Warriors team that's ready to reassert itself, not by dominating headlines, but by doing what this franchise does best, winning through unity, effort, and execution. So Warriors Nation, we want to hear from you one last time. Do you believe this mix of veterans and young talent can bring the Warriors back to the finals? Do you think Steph, Draymond, and Jimmy have one more deep run in them? Who do you think will be the emotional leader of this team when the pressure hits in the postseason? Sound off in the comments. Like this video if you believe the Warriors can still rise. Subscribe if you're riding with Dub Nation all season long. We're not done yet, not even close. This is Warriors Nation News, and the next chapter of our legacy is just getting started.